All right, you ready? Let's roll, nerds.
All right, bottom of 2, Bishop, come on up.
I've got Mr. White here as well, logging in. You know, Aaron, remember that one case? No. Let's, he's already on the way up. We'll do it
Come
next.
on up.
You said Bishop?
Yes, Judge. bottom of 2.
Okay. Coming up, Mr. Bishop. I'll hit you up next, Aaron. All right, Mr. Bishop, you're charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On April 17, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to an assault in progress. Upon arrival, the complainant advised the defendant and the witness came to visit his son. And when his son entered the defendant's truck, the complainant tried to retrieve his son. When the defendant placed him in a stranglehold using his right arm from behind with a 6 to 10 pressure, that he had difficult breathing, was not completely cut off, and that he felt pain as a result.
Is there a familial relationship here, do you think?
It does not appear that the complainant and the defendant are related, and the complainant and the witness.
All right. Mr. Bishop, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to be in possession of any weapon. If you violate this, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. This is not a revolving door. Do you understand?
Yes.
Tell me, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
No, sir.
Are you working at this time?
No, sir. I'm tired.
Okay. Do you have any source of income whatsoever?
I have Social Security.
Okay. I need to know how much of an income you have. You need to qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. We just don't give them out like it's candy on Halloween. You need to be at the federal poverty guideline, which is about $15,800 per year. So deputy can give you an application and need you to fill it out in its entirety, and I'll take a look to see whether you qualify. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria, and then I'm going to have you take a seat while we have bond conditions created for you to sign. Once you sign the bond conditions, then we'll take a look at your application.
You said it was a minimum of 24,000.
No, I said 15,800 per year. Well, just, fill it out and I'll take a look. Okay, please.
Right this way.
So no contact, no weapons. Bernadette, please.
Three, Blanco, come on up. Right this way. Go ahead and sign.
Good morning, Mr. Blanco. So you're charged with driving while intoxicated and unlawful carrying of a weapon. On the DWI, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. On the gun case, you're facing up to a year and or a $4,000 fine. Just so you know, your lawyer's here with you, but he's on Zoom at this time. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
On April 18, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, around 2:50 a.m., officers observed a motorbike vehicle disregard a red traffic signal. A traffic stop was conducted. Defendant was the driver. Officers found to have a strong odor of alcoholic beverage. A DWI investigation was conducted. The defendant was observed swaying. Standardized field sobriety test from performed 6 of 6 HDN, 3 of 8 walk and turn, 3 of 4 one-leg stand. Officers also observed a firearm without a holster in plain view in the center console. The serial number revealed the weapon to be stolen. The EIC was read, breath was provided, a sample was given for 0.13.
Any prior DWIs? Does he have a license?
This is not what he has. Any prior DWIs, and his driver's license doesn't appear to be eligible.
Okay. Mr. Blanco, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs and not to be in possession of any weapons. These are your bond conditions. You will be randomly tested. If I find that you're using, you will go to jail. I will revoke the bond. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Also, as a condition of your bond, you're not allowed to drive unless you have valid liability insurance in your name. You must maintain car insurance. If you don't have it, then likewise, do not drive. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. White. If he tells me he cannot get a hold of you because you're playing games, likewise, I will revoke your bond. For now, we'll have you sign a reset. You'll get with Veronica for your bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go.
So,
Please.
Right this way. Good and signed.
Aaron, you already got a date, correct?
Yes, sir. We got one yesterday. I believe it's June the 28th. I could be wrong
Okay,
about
man.
that, but I think it's June 28th. Thank you,
Have a good
Judge.
Friday.
All right, you too. Appreciate it.
Take care.
All right, Judge, top of 6, Gregory, come on up.
All right, Mr. Gregory, you're charged with terroristic threat. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On April 18, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officers responded to a terroristic threat call. The complainant advised he received a message from a friend at school in which the defendant said that he wanted to take him out, referring to the complainant, and that he wished I did at the table and took us both out, and that the defendant was trying to find where the complainant lived so he could take him out if he couldn't do it at school. The defendant admitted he had sent messages to the friend.
That's really vague. How did he say it? Who did he say it to? I'm just going to take you out.
It looks like he received text messages and said, I'm going to take you out, or he wants to take him out. Referring to the victim, he said that he wished he had done it at the table and took us both out. And if he couldn't do it at school, he wanted to take him out of his house.
Let's do this, Mr. Gregory. I'm going to appoint you a lawyer today. I'm going to have a lawyer take a look at the case for you. At this time, though, do not have any contact with the complaining witness in this case and don't be in possession of any weapons. If you violate these conditions, if you pick up a new case, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You are only 17 years old. If you go into one of our Harris County jails, it's not going to be a pretty sight. Do you understand?
Yes.
Be careful what you do. There are no mistakes in this life. There are choices. You either make a good choice or you make a bad choice. For now, I'm going to have you go to Victoria Center, reset, and then we'll have you take your seat in the jury box, sir. Do you mind appointing him a lawyer?
Yes, Judge.
I need you to sign a reset first.
All right, Judge, bottom of 7, Coffee.
All right, Miss Casy, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. Anything about this that's aggravating?
I'm sorry, I cannot find.
With a K.
Thank you.
Chip, any prior DWIs, alcohol in the car?
Do not see any open containers, do not see any prior to us.
License? Please. Ms. Casy, as a condition of your, well, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. As a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. You're not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance. If you don't have either, do not drive. It is also a condition of your bond. You have the ability to hire a lawyer. We will give you time. I will have you sign a reset and we're going to get you out of here. Time is of the essence. This is a DWI. Don't wait a month or two because you're only hurting yourself. Okay. If you have any issues, just come back and then we can talk. For now, I'll have you go to Victoria Center reset. You'll get with Veronica for your bond conditions. Then you're free to go.
All right, Judge. Article 11, Robles.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, he has a lawyer. You want to wait?
Yes, what?
I see that he has a lawyer. Oh, got it. Okay. I'm glad that you made it. Great. All right. Come on up, Mr. Robles. Mr. Robles, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On April 19, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a minor accident on Hayward Street. The defendant was one of the drivers of the vehicles, had run a red light and struck the witness's vehicle. Officers observed defendant to have red, watery eyes, odor of alcoholic beverage, slurred speech, and an unbalanced stance. He refused the standardized field sobriety tests. A DIC was read and he refused to provide a sample. A blood search warrant was executed. He does have a prior DWI out of Harris County out of this court in 2024.
He had a felony PCS dismissed 9 days ago, and now you're back. Does he have a valid license to drive, please?
Just a second, I don't know why it looks like the system's just really slow this morning.
As a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested twice a week so we know that you're not using alcohol or illegal drugs. You will also get a scram on your ankle so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. Mr. Robles, within the last 2 years, trespass, mischief, trespass, DWI, trespass, felony PCS, and now a DWI second. All within 1.5 to 2 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and now number 12.
Driver's license is not eligible.
I want you to hear me loud and I want you to hear me clear. This is an affidavit that you're going to promise me that you're not going to drive. If you do, I will have a contempt hearing on your ass, and you were looking at 180 days every single time that you drive, and I can stack it. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You will also get a curfew of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. I don't want you out in the middle of the night at all. He can have an ankle monitor as well, a GPS monitor, so we know he's not going out. I'm forbidding you from going to any bars, nightclubs, or any venues where 51% or more of alcohol is sold. Because it's a second offense, I'm ordering you now not to drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock. I send notice to DPS in Austin so that every police officer in the state knows if they catch you driving a vehicle and that vehicle doesn't have an interlock, they're going to take you to jail. But if I catch you driving, I will have a contempt hearing. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So he tests every Monday and every Thursday. For now, we're going to have you sign a reset. You'll get with Veronica for your bond conditions, and then we'll see you on Monday. Come on. Thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No driving?
No driving, and we'll have the scram. Because my concern is the drinking, and my concern is the drug use and going out at night. So, thanks. I still want to file the guardian interlock paperwork with Austin so that they know if they catch him driving and he doesn't have it, they'll take him into custody. So we'll still file the paperwork, but. Mr. Rice, you ready? Hey.
Bottom of 5, Judge Flores, come on up.
Hey, what's up? Happy Friday. Do you want to hear PC? Do you want to waive PC? You want to hear it? Okay. Mr. Flores, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It is elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Okay.
On April 18, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officers observed a vehicle failed to maintain single lane of traffic 8 times. He stopped abruptly, almost struck another vehicle on the highway. Traffic stop was conducted. Driver was identified as a defendant. Officer saw bloodshot, glassy eyes, slurred speech, and defendant was not able to maintain his balance. On field sobriety tests, he had 6 of 6 on HGN, 4 of 8 on walk and turn, 2 of 4 on one-leg stand. DIC was red, and he provided a breath sample of 0.15.
Does Mr. Flores have any prior DWIs?
Yes, no prior DWIs, and let me check his license real quickly. It is eligible.
All right. Mr. Flores, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol illegal drugs or unprescribed controlled medication, you will be randomly tested. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. There are no more PR bonds. If I have to put you in jail, it's not a revolving door. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Eisen. If he tells me he cannot get a hold of you, I will revoke your bond. For now, we'll have you sign a reset. You'll get with Veronica for your bond conditions, and then we'll reset your case.
Thanks, Judge.
Please. Thanks, guys.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
Morning, Judge.
Hey,
Just introducing myself, my name is Nick Yudowski. I'm
hi, Nick. Okay, thank you so much.
So much, Judge.
Yeah,
Nick, this, I'll be on Teams if it needs anything, okay?
perfect. Mr. Sanchez, you're charged with reckless driving. You're facing up to 30 days in jail and or a $200 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay,
Yes, Judge, on 4/16/2026 in Harris County, Texas. Officers observed two vehicles traveling at a high rate of speed on I-10. The vehicles are traveling at a speed exceeding the imposed 60-mile-per-hour speed limit, weaving in and out of traffic across all four lanes. The officers reached speeds exceeding 100 miles an hour to catch up to the vehicle. The officer observed the vehicle make an evasive lane change, causing an 18-wheeler and another vehicle to apply their brakes to avoid a collision. A traffic stop was conducted on the vehicle, and the defendant was ID'd as the driver.
did they get the code defendant? Do you know? Is there a
I
code
don't
defendant, I
think
guess?
connected case.
No.
Judge.
Okay. Does Mr. Sanchez have a license to drive?
It looks like he does, Your Honor. It is.
Is it eligible, I guess? Mr. Sanchez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case as a condition of your bond. I'm ordering you not to participate in this type of driving anymore. Reckless driving, maniacal driving, street takeovers, donuts, racing. If you do, I will put you in jail, and then I will take your ability to drive away from you. You are not allowed to drive unless you have a Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name, and those are also conditions of your bond. If I find that you drive without those two, likewise, into jail you go. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand?
His license, though, eligible, Judge.
Okay. How old are you, Mr. Sanchez? What are you doing with yourself these days? And how much money do you make a month?
It depends. I just started, so I'd probably say around 3,000.
And who do you live with?
My son.
Okay. Did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer? Or do you want to try to go hire a lawyer?
Can I talk about one?
Yes, of course. We'll give you time. I'm telling you now, don't drive like this again. Otherwise, it's not going to go well for you. I'm going to protect my community at all costs. I don't care how old you are. Do you understand? We're going to have bond conditions created for you to sign. I'm going to have you sign a reset, then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we get the bond conditions. Once you sign them, at that point, you'll be free to go. Do you mind filing no reckless driving, donuts, street takeovers, and all that, Judge? Yes, please.
All right, Judge, bottom of 12. Royum.
Okay, Judge, I'm ready.
You ready? Ms. Soyun, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You speak English, correct? You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up for 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Okay.
On 4/17/2026 in Harris County, Texas, the defendant was observed by a witness, an off-duty officer approach an intersection and sit through 3 light cycles. Witness had to reach in and engage the parking, the gear shift in the vehicle as it was still in drive. An officer woke the defendant up, had them exit the vehicle, and they observed 2 open beer cans and a 12-pack of beers in the back seat. Officers observed the defendant have slurred speech, be uneasy on their feet, as well as the odor of alcoholic beverage about the person. Officer observed defendant to be disoriented and was confused about where they were coming from. He stated that he had 2 beers. Standardized field sobriety tests were refused. DIC was read and a blood search warrant was executed.
Do you mind running an NCIC? Are there any prior DWIs? Any s-
Judge, it looks like his license is eligible. I don't see any prior DWIs. I do see an open container on his driver's license, ticket.
What do you mean an open, just in this case, right?
A separate open container.
There's
ticket.
another open.
It looks like that, Judge.
So you and I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case as a condition of your bond. I'm ordering you not to drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock on it. If you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. You're ordered not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. If I find that you're using illegal drugs, likewise into jail you go. I will revoke the bond. Do you understand? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yes.
We will give you time. I'm going to have you go to Victoria Center Reset. We're going to get all the bond. Hold on. I'm going to get all the bond conditions created for you to sign. Like I said, don't drive without a car that has an interlock. Do you understand? Okay, come on.
All right, Judge, bottom of 13. We'll let you say that last one.
Bottom of third. Siobhan, come on up. Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you're charged with interference with the duties of a public servant. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Okay?
Yes, Judge. On 4/17 of 2026 in Harris County, officers conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle for failing to signal a turn at an intersection. The defendant was identified as the driver of the vehicle. They observed the strong odor of alcoholic beverage, and the defendant had plastic red eyes and appeared disoriented and confused. They instructed her to exit the vehicle, but she refused. She was given clear and repeated instructions and was advised that she was being detained, and she continued to refuse. They attempted to remove her from the vehicle, but she resisted by tensing her arms, pulling away, and refusing to provide her hands. Defense actions required additional physical effort to gain control and delayed the detention process.
Okay. Does she have a license to drive?
I see some DWIs. The driver's license. The driver's license is not eligible, Judge.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case as a condition of your bond. I'm ordering you not to drive. I don't care what you have to do in this life. If you don't have a Texas driver license and liability insurance, it is a condition of your bond that you're not to drive. If you do, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. Do you understand? That's the only condition I'm placing on you. If you want to drive, go get a license, get insurance, and I'll happily take this restriction off. But if you do, it's really not going to go well for you. You will be signing a promise with me. This is an affidavit that you're going to swear to us that you're not going to drive. There's nothing in this life that you can justify doing it. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
At this time, I don't, so.
Okay, I can have you apply if you'd like to. Deputy will give you an application. I need you to fill it out. I need to know everything about you. Don't just put zeros, otherwise I'm going to send it back to you.
Okay.
I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box. I'm going to have bond conditions created for you to sign, and then we'll have you fill out the application.
Okay.
Please.
All right, Judge, that's it for now. Go ahead and sign for your reset.
Ms. Reingold, is VARS here?
Yes.
Yeah,
Judge.
someone.
Okay, then we raise your hand.
Step down.
Oh, you picked up a new case?
Yeah, this was right.
No?
No.
PPRs for late entry.
Yes. The PPRs for late entry was updated this morning because he has an entry at 9:10 and another one at 9:23. He was also submitted up yesterday and that came back in.
Okay, good. So the only bond violation is that he's. Okay, I'm gonna continue his supervision, but let him know if he shows up again late, it's not gonna go well the next time. Okay,
And he did make it here at about 8:20. We don't.
great, but just let him know, I'm not gonna give him another chance after this. I'm not gonna continue to just baby and baby and baby. He's old enough to understand that actions have consequences, and just let him know. This is a final chance. Yes, ma'am. Thanks. Yes.
Why couldn't you set this up?
It's up to you. I would just do a normal reset 30 days.
Judge, you were supposed to have him get a job.
Okay, 2 weeks. I want him to work. Right. So he needs to come back in 2 weeks with proof that he's got 15, 20 applications or that he's got a job. I don't want him to just hang out and do nothing all day. Please. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. Hey, come on out. Hey, good morning. You're in Gatterson, right?
Rosenthal,
Oh, got it.
out of state.
Are you, okay?
I really wanted to just check it.
Wait, have you signed on to the case?
Yeah, I was appointed on
You were? Okay,
Monday or Tuesday.
got it.
And I just wanted to check your temperature before I ask you for a volunteer.
We have special prosecutors that deal with it.
I do understand that. I know Mr. Day, and I was just gonna approach you and, state if you don't know,
You have to do it with Day.
you gotta go Day.
Let me get a hold of him and tell him.
You just actually emailed me and said, I didn't want to start a hearing and, Mr. Day is kind of like, you need a.
Well, no, but he's got special information about the case that they don't. That's why there's a separate fugitive division that only deals with fugitive cases. And so that's why he's on all of them.
Share a file.
No, not for fugitive cases. I'll reach out to him though, if you'd like.
I'll shoot him the email. He emailed me a few minutes ago.
Got it.
I do.
Counsel, you ready?
Morning, Judge.
Hi, come on up.
I have off docket matter.
What's your cause number?
It is 260.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I lost the page. Okay, 260.
741301.
Okay,
So I've already talked to the court coordinator about this. A bench warrant was issued for his non-appearance on Wednesday. Somehow the signals got crossed. I was on trial and been given a reset date. So we're seeking to have the reinstated, Judge.
did he miss court?
He did miss court, but.
Well, that's why we issued a warrant.
What can I close?
Well, sure, but I mean, if he missed court, he missed court.
Judge, he emailed me for an off docket reset and I just didn't do it.
Oh,
So that's,
was he supposed to be here?
he was required, but it was for proof of a job.
Okay, nevertheless, he's still supposed to be here. I mean, we don't, if he's supposed to be here because we have a bond conditions for him to do something, he's still got to be here regardless. I would have issued the warrant. Had you been here, had you not been here, because he's supposed to be here.
Okay.
I mean, have him come on Monday.
I will also note, Judge, that I do have medical, it was like 2 foot. I do have medical documentation. His 1-year-old daughter went into seizures, lost consciousness, and he was sitting with her that day in the hospital at her bedside. He does have medical documentation.
Show me.
Provide to the court. I'll need to go downstairs and print it out. I can come back and show it to you.
I mean, you can email it to them if you want. If
Okay,
it'll be
I'll do that.
easier. Email it and then I'll take a look at it. But regardless, he's going to have to come here.
Okay, okay.
So, I mean, send them, let me take a look at it, but
Okay.
he's going to have to come Monday regardless.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, send it and then I'll take a look.
Okay.
Sure. Hey, stop. Excloy, come up. Sir, you are charged with driving while intoxicated. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Okay.
Yes, Judge. On 4/19 of 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officers conducted a traffic stop on a motor vehicle for swerving into oncoming traffic. Almost causing a head-on collision. Upon contact with the defendant, the driver, officers observed the odor of alcoholic beverage on the breath, bloodshot eyes, and slurred speech. Officers also observed an open 12-ounce Modelo that was 3/4 full between the driver door and the driver's seat. Standardized field sobriety tests were conducted with 6 out of 6 clues on the HGN, 5 out of 8 clues on the walk and turn, and 1 out of 4 clues on the one-leg stand. DIC was red, the defendant consented to breath, and blew a .129.
Any prior DWIs, and does he have a license?
Not that I see, Judge. I don't see a driver's license on file either.
Mr. Ixcoy Butts, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I would venture a guess that it's damn elementary. You're not supposed to have alcohol in the car while you were driving. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered to obtain a handheld portable device that you're going to take with you everywhere you go to prove to me that you're not consuming alcohol. If you do, I will put you in jail. I will revoke your bond. No more PR bonds. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you, they will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in custody for the next 6 months. And then you get shipped off to immigration while you sit for another couple months. Do you understand? Yes or no?
Yes.
You do not have a Texas driver license. You are not allowed to drive. You will be signing a promise with me. I don't care what you have to do in this life, Mr. Ixcoy. If you drive, likewise, into jail you go, and I will make your bond high.
Yes, sir.
You are also ordered to submit to random testing so we know that you're not consuming illegal drugs. I don't care what your excuse is, and I'm going to tell you now. We give you a portable device. If you skip any of the blows, I will put you in jail. For now, we will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I'm going to get you to Victoria. You will sign a reset, and then we're going to get you out of here. When you come back, please have a lawyer, sir. Thank you. Okay, counsel. Let me give me a second to take a look at it. Did you send it to them so that they could see it?
She had it already.
No, but did you send it to the state? Because the state has every right to look at it too, because they can move to revoke the bond, you know? They have the right to move for bond revocation if they want. This just says that what day was he supposed to be here?
4/22, sir. He goes in 4/21 that morning, it's my mistake.
This says the day before, and it doesn't even give a time.
Right. It's my understanding that he goes in early.
Yeah, have him come Monday and then we'll talk, but I'm not going to just,
Understood.
okay, thanks. All right, good morning, Mr. Ramos. You speak English. Mr. Ramos, you're charged with purchasing or furnishing alcohol for a minor. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge, on 4/17/2026, the defendant was observed via drone footage distributing alcoholic beverages over a fence line at a University of Houston campus event. The defendant admitted to purchasing alcoholic beverages and providing them to the co-defendant, who he knew was under 21 years of age. And the co-defendant judge is 20.
That's so vague. And then how on earth is a drone gonna go and start? I mean, what the hell, man?
So,
Talk about Big Brother. Holy
so it was a
what the
university.
flip?
It was a University of Houston Police Department drone that was at the Houston campus. They observed the defendant providing alcoholic beverages. They then identified both of the people involved, which is the co-defendant and defendant, by their Houston Cougar cards, their student ID cards. The defendant also admitted that he was in possession of cocaine, which doesn't look like he's been charged with at this time. And he had a fraudulent Colorado's driver's license.
Are they going to
That's-
charge him with the cocaine or no?
I don't see anything filed at this point, Judge. It could be that it was such a small amount that it wasn't filed. So
I just don't, I don't understand intake, man. I really don't. So whose drone was this?
it was a University of Houston Police Department drone. It looks like they were doing surveillance of the event and saw the defendant passing beverages over a fence line. That's the information that's in the DEMS, Judge. And then they approached, he admitted that he was providing them to a minor who was the co-defendant.
Huh. Do they need a search warrant? I mean, wouldn't you think that that's a search? I mean, using a drone, it's as if using a heat sensor to detect if someone is growing weed in a house, right? I mean,
It is public property though, Judge. It's the UH campus.
I don't know, man. They're at a house.
Well, it was a
Not a-
University of Houston campus event. And there was a fence, it sounds like. And so there was an event going on from what.
So it's not
seems
private
to-
property.
It's not private. It doesn't sound like it's private property. Obviously, we could dive into it a little bit more and if.
No, I mean, my concern is, if someone has a right to privacy in their own house and their curtilage but here you're saying it's a public event.
Yes, and it does look like the officer wrote that it was a parking lot. It was
A parking lot.
A public event or the Houston campus event in a parking lot 12A.
Got it. All right. Mr. Ramos, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to test you if I find that you're using anything, and marijuana, cocaine, alcohol, you will go to jail. I will revoke your bond. This is not a revolving door. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Is he currently a student at U of H? I want proof before we allow him back on campus. And then the only reason he goes back to campus is for classes. That's it. And then he goes back to where no parties, no functions, no speaking to minors at the university.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
So before we know, I'm going to bar him from going to U of H until you can show us a school schedule that has him actively participating in classes. Once you show that, at that point, we'll tweak when he's allowed to go to campus and where he's allowed to go to. Okay. Okay. Thanks.
No.
Hey, coming up.
Let's approach on Mr. Rosenfeld again.
What say you?
Judge, it says that reasonable bond be set. I spoke with the ADA over there and actually doesn't mind getting a bond as long as a reasonable one is set for self-surrender. There's a dismissed history out of California, but that's it. This is one where he set up the buy, or the controlled buy, and they used the marked money. It was 3.8, well, and 3.5 grams. So it's up to 15 years over there. But they understand that that if the court does set a bond, that he has 2 weeks to self-surrender, and that's all they ask for.
What do you think, amount?
7,500 would be appropriate, considering the amount and the fact that this is a year old, and that he is not the only party involved in the controlled sale.
Has he been on bond and he took off? It was a 2B?
Is it a year old, almost to the day, actually.
What do you think?
And Your Honor, I'm not mad at that argument at all. I would ask for just 3,500. He did let me know that he was just recently laid off in March.
I'll
but
split it, 5,000.
That's perfect.
Okay.
He has to withdraw the waiver, so I'll get that in just a minute.
He's been in jail for how long?
He's been in since the 16th. Originally, they were going to come set him, and they were actually
Man, he's got,
to get him, but I told him that because he technically never approached to withdraw the waiver for extradition, that he just, it was one of those possibilities. And so, I mean, if it saves money.
they had maybe even a week to pick him up.
I do understand, and I let him know, and I told him, I was like, hey, I think the smartest thing might be to wait the time, but
They're in the driver's seat,
he's
you know?
willing to bond
Okay.
out and take care of it.
Can you bring out Rosenfeld, please?
I understand I want to be in the Harris County.
It's up to him, but
And they were really confused at how he had connections here either, because he's domiciled over there. And so doesn't even know what he's doing in Texas.
His father lives here, so he came to live with his father.
does he have a family member here now? You know?
Not in the courtroom,
No?
but his father does still live here in Harris County. So him and his father and sister have been contacting me, and they want to bond him out.
Okay, yeah, no.
And I will just say he has been a process engineer for the last 35 years. Was just recently laid off in March. Like I said, he does have family members that are here in the state and willing to help in the city. You know.
Yeah, just advise him to probably take a car, not to get on a plane, huh?
About to take a car.
You don't get on a plane. Uh-huh,
Okay.
right.
Yeah, and the fact that he still has a warrant there, so he runs a red light, he goes to stop sign, he'll get arrested in Montgomery County, start all over again.
That's right.
And Louisiana. The wrong spots there.
I've had that happen before, which is why I bring up that specific example.
No, Moco is definitely not one of those.
Well, it doesn't matter. Wherever you get popped anywhere. It's
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you will definitely get ran Moco. They
Well-
run every license plate.
So he's gonna have until technically the morning of the 11th, but I wouldn't recommend it.
You know?
Good morning, Mr. Rosenfeld.
Good morning, Your Honor.
You were wanted out of the state of California for Florida.
For sale of methamphetamine and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. He's basically an analog of a criminal instrument because he's a self and a facilitation of the control by.
Your lawyer's asking for me to set you, and I will set you a bond of $5,000 now. Understand, though, that I'm not going to set you another one. You have one opportunity to do the right thing. That means you need to go turn yourself into Florida. We give you 14 days from the date of your release, not 16, not 21, 14. The other thing, don't wait until the last day to go because it's on you. If you fail to turn yourself in, I'm going to revoke the bond. I will set it at 0, and I'm not going to give you another one.
Okay.
This time I will, if you don't go, I'm going to get you back because you can't run forever. And this time I will hold you here until Florida comes and gets you.
Okay,
You understand?
I understand perfectly.
Okay,
May I ask one question?
sure.
I applied for Florida. I will get.
You cannot, you still have an open warrant out of Florida. So you could theoretically get pulled over, taken right back into custody. So you need to be careful. You need to, as soon as you get out, make your way onto Florida because the longer you take, the more risk you're taking.
Absolutely.
If you get arrested again in another jurisdiction, I'm going to revoke this bond and it's just going to be another mess. So you still have a warrant. So wherever you are, if you get pulled over, counsel or for the state was saying, if you get pulled over on a red light and then they run you,
Okay, I understand.
so you need to be very careful.
Thank you.
So the only other thing that I'm going to advise you is that you have waived extradition. We give the demanding jurisdiction here, Florida, 14 days to come get you. If they don't get you within the 14 days, Harris County releases you. It's already been a week, so you already have 7 days under your belt. So it's up to you. If you want to get the bond, if you want me to send you a bond, you're going to have to withdraw that waiver and you will lose all of that time that you've accrued for them to come get you.
Right.
So it's up to you. I mean,
The bond is $500.
no, you are an inherent flight risk because you're a fugitive from justice. So you will have to pony up most, if not all of the money. So you'll have to pony up all of $5,000. I'm presuming, because who is going to want to take that risk? It's a lot of risk.
Okay.
So if you want, what we can do is have your counsel reach out to your family to see if in fact they are going to. If not, then you keep the waiver so you don't lose that time.
Very well.
Yeah. Okay, it's up to you.
Okay, I'll take it.
So set the bond.
Yes, please.
Got it.
Thank you.
Okay. So it's been, we're good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Guys, do you mind setting the bond at 5,000? Okay, good luck, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thanks.
Judge, thanks.
Hey,
We have got lines, they will just send me, the schedule.
okay, sure.
It's still the, two-stream class that shows that he goes to class Monday through Friday. He also.
This tells me nothing. It doesn't say University of Houston at all.
I can have him screenshot before it's actually recorded.
Yeah, and then you also,
I don't know, ask you next for this. I can have him.
I need more than that. I mean, usually you can print out the entire school schedule. It'll say University of Houston. It'll say date, time. That could have been 5 years ago.
Oh, it's the dates on it too. See right there, we have.
Okay, well, show me like a legitimate where it has like letterhead, so I know that it's,
Okay.
and then, yeah, I will, but I want to know that it's, you know.
This is letting you know if this is sufficient enough to show you that he lives on campus. This shows you that it's for spring 2026. This is the location.
Council, come on up so you can see it too. I don't want, it doesn't say University of Houston, though, does it anywhere?
It's a screenshot, but if I take his phone, because he was an actual portal, I just actually.
Just, I don't want to take his phone, possession of his phone, I
He does
guess.
say that down there, his Cougar or his email address and can identify theirs, but I would think.
You think it's sufficient?
That's, I believe it was a piece of
Okay.
evidence. I think it would be.
So what's the schedule? You said he lives on campus?
Yes. Campus.
So what I'll do then, I mean, I'll obviously allow him to go back to campus, but he's not to have any contact with minors. Okay, let him know if he does, I'm gonna put him in jail. Okay, no parties, no anything like that. Okay, okay, thanks. That includes school functions, going to tailgates, things of this nature, class and right. No partying. Hi, Mr. Moore. Ready?
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. With my docket matter,
What's your cause number?
clause number 2569301.
Okay,
Alex Fox.
sure.
We approached last time regarding him. He was gonna go to the YMAC program. As
Oh,
of today, he's not on a YMAC program. The COO saying that they will pick him up Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. Here's my concern, Your Honor. We have communicated with his high school, and they allow him to finish high school in person if he able to go back to high school before he turned 19. May the 11th is when he turned 19. So if he can get out and go back to school, get his high school degree, which is, I know you're gonna like that. There's two ways.
100%. But he doesn't do anything else. He doesn't do anything else.
So we have two options to do that. He had been in there since February the 5th, waiting for him to be transported to YMAC. Option number one, if we can do a time survey on it. Option number two, if we can put him back on probation. And one of your goal is to finish high school.
Is putting him back on probation an exercise in futility? Because we both know that we've taken several shots at this and he continues to do, and he has continued since day one, even while on bond for this case, to do whatever the heck he just wants to do. He doesn't care about the terms and conditions. He doesn't care about stop using marijuana. He doesn't care about having weapons. It just, he does what Mr. Sparks wants to do on probation because he thinks that's what.
Judge,
Did you hear that? Let me just see how much credit he has real quick, and then I'll let you have that. How much credit does it get? Did you get the calls down?
I did. He has 82 days.
82 days. What say you?
so I just ran him, and I'm not sure if the court has any additional information on this, but it does look like he has an active warrant for engaging in organized criminal activity out of Montgomery County.
Shut the front door. What? When was that filed? Did you know about this?
No,
I'm just showing a warrant, an active warrant on his TCIC and CIC.
When was that filed?
I can't tell. I just see that.
Well, now we can't do YMAC anyways.
And that's probably been the holdup, honestly, now that I think about it, why he hasn't entered the treatment.
It was
Is he here now?
No, he's not.
1/30/2026 is the date of the warrant.
This is the first that we're hearing of this. I mean, wow. There's nothing, yeah, there's really nothing we can do. You know, ultimately, Montgomery County cannot pick him up until he's eligible for pickup regardless, which is until this case is over.
So in that case, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'm with you. Now I'm with you because there's just nothing we can do. We can't do YMAC anyways, right? So we'll just do, 300 credit for the 82 and just be done with it. And then see if Montgomery picks him up.
So we amended his conditions on February 26th to go to YMAC, and he was not brought up because he wasn't put on docket.
So why don't we go ahead and put him on docket? Or wait, do you need to file another motion?
I don't know how else to do for that.
Yeah, I mean, file the motion, allege the new law violation,
Okay.
and then we'll put him on for Monday. And then we'll just do it Monday. We'll do the, 300 credit. I'm not going to unset term and, he'll have to
That would be great.
be true that we'll be done with it. And then, Montgomery County has 10 days to come get him. Yeah, okay, done.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you for that. Good job, Nick.
Yeah, so.
Victoria, you want to start going through the list?
Yes. Top of one, central arraignment also here.
2501.
Top of four is a BVR that fell to here.
Have you spoken to Mr. Sims?
No, Judge. Normally I can know the attorneys are.
Sure. Okay. Let me see how many times he's bailed on us.
Is this his deal?
Fleischer.
Yeah,
Pretty sure hasn't been able to get in contact with him. We tried multiple times.
got it. Okay, 5,001. Okay, who's next?
On page 8 and 9, Mohammed. That one we rolled the last 2 days because they were in custody. The BBR was filed and they just haven't come up and now they're both active on all 3 cases. Yes. So Monday,
So give him another PR bond? Another 3 PR bonds?
he had, so he was on bond on 1 case that the BBR was filed on. And that one, the bond hadn't been imaged yet, so I don't know what they.
They're not, he's not allowed to get a PR bond on a VPO.
He made cash bond
Okay, on all of them?
on the vehicle.
What about the assault?
That one was a PR.
I don't even think he's allowed to get a PR bond on that one. So he's got to be what, a 7-day setting then? Presumably, so let's put it on for that day, SFBF. Or I guess if you want to maybe roll it till Monday, just to make sure that the paperwork,
That's
yeah,
what I was thinking.
yeah, just do that.
Page 9, Castor, set for arraignment or to appear.
2501. Do you guys want to take a look to see if you want to dump it? It's on Perez. No PC by the magistrate.
I looked at it, Your Honor, I think we're gonna take it into grand jury. I think the complaint was just wrong.
Okay, sure.
All right, Judge, up of 12, someone called and said she has COVID. I gave her my information to email me proof and I haven't received anything yet.
Okay, I guess let's hold until a little later.
Top of 13. Council came in and asked to move it to today.
Right, and
And the defendant's here, but council is.
I guess we'll wait until 11 o'clock. If they're not here by 11, we'll do it.
Right, and then page 14,
Mhm.
step forward.
Okay, 2501. I guess on the other one, 2501 as well, if it's a no-show or no, nothing. Yeah. Mhm. Mr. Tay, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Okay,
Judge, this is still, TAYE,
correct.
Judge, unlawful carrying of firearm on 4/15/26, a traffic stop was initiated on vehicle for an obscured license plate. The vehicle stopped at 2400 block of Turning Basin in Harris County. Defendant exited the vehicle. He was asked to exit the vehicle. He was hesitant. He then got out of the vehicle. They frisked him and he began concealing an unknown object in his genital area and reached back into the vehicle. The defendant admitted to having marijuana. A full PC probable cause search was conducted of the vehicle and there was 6.61 grams of methamphetamine in the defendant's front pocket. Inventory search also found a bag of marijuana in the center console and a backpack on the driver's side floorboard containing 2 firearms.
What was the stop for?
Shared license plate.
Obscured license plate.
And then, so they pull them over and then,
So it appeared, the DIMS statement does also add in that they saw a listed vehicle that they knew to be involved in an auto theft investigation. They followed the stolen vehicle, which was documented in their HPD case number. They observed the vehicle's back license plate frame was covering up the state name of Ohio, which is a Class C violation.
was this vehicle stolen?
I don't see that the officer wrote in the DIM statement that the vehicles actually came back stolen. They just said that they conducted the traffic stop for the obscured license plate.
And what was the justification for the search?
The defendant admitted to having marijuana inside the vehicle.
That's, I'm sorry, but that's not with the way that probable cause states. Probable cause state very clearly
They stopped him for a secured license plate.
Okay.
They asked him to step out of the vehicle, and then it says we conducted a Terry search. There's no justifiable reason for a Terry search. You believe that, yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, that's exactly
Well,
what it says.
they conducted the Terry search and then he had said after that,
Well, you can't just start searching for the sake of searching.
well, they didn't find, there's no evidence that came from the Terry search. It sounds like they did the pat down. The defendant then reached back into the vehicle. They asked him why he's reaching back into the vehicle. That's what it states here. And that he said, I have marijuana in the car. They then conduct a full search, probable cause search, and find the drugs on his person and in the vehicle. That's the way the DIMS reads.
But how can you just start how do you justify just start searching someone you can't just start searching someone just for the sake of searching. You have to have a reasonable.
My argument would come purely from inferences. It's not written in the DIMS.
No.
Yeah.
But right,
Yeah.
in the law,
So-
there's no hunches.
Right. In my opinion, I think the officer writing that there was an auto theft investigation. It doesn't say anything about a high crime area.
I don't,
So-
I'm not buying it. I'm going to find no probable cause. Okay, thanks, guys. So shoot first, ask questions later, you know?
That's right, Judge.
Good morning, Judge. Approach you for a plea.
Okay.
Or two pleas. Yes.
Good morning, Mr. Tayyoun.
Yes.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. That's okay. So he's charged with 2 counts of driving while intoxicated.
Yes.
You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You're pleading guilty to 2 counts of DWI. Do you know what happens if you pick up another DWI, Mr. Tayyoun?
Yes.
What happens? Don't tell him.
I, admittedly, Your Honor, I did forget to tell him the next one would be the.
If you ever pick up another DWI, you will be facing a felony charge. You will be looking at a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. And you know, you don't need to be stupid, falling down drunk. All an officer has to do, look you up, DWI, DWI. If they come to your car and they smell alcohol or any kind of dope, it's probably not going to go well for you. Here, you're looking at days. Up there in felony court, it's years. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept these, once you plead guilty to these offenses, they will both remain convictions on your record for the rest of your life. Do you understand? Is this what you want to do?
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? First, Class B, and then on the second one, it's a Class A where you're facing a year in jail.
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty on both of those cases. On the one that's for a year, it's 40 days in jail. I will give you credit for the 21 days that you are doing. On the second case, it is 40 days in jail. We will give you credit for the 40 days that you have done. I'm going to suspend your license for 1 year. Do not drive. Stop driving. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks. Got it, Mark. Take care.